Hey everybody, this is your best friend in real estate, David Stoltzman. My video today is going to be about 2018, who are the winners and who are the losers. I'm going to give you my 5 big winners from 2018 and then also my 5 big losers from 2018. And I'm going to just run through real quick why they are where they are and what happened with them. So we'll start off real quick with the winners. We'll start at number 5. Number 5, I had Roanoke. Roanoke, number of sales increased, inventory decreased 18%, making it a better seller's market. The average price across the board increased 9%. That's huge, especially considering Roanoke was already at a pretty nice price point. Now they're up to $350, average sales price $350. Number 4, mentioned a bunch throughout the year, Watauga. Watauga was number 4 on my list. The average sales price increased 12% over the entire year. That's 1% a month. Wild. Days on market, extremely low at 18. That's what it finished at. Average days on market in Watauga was 18. Inventory right now sits at 1.1 months of inventory. Like as hyper of a seller's market as it possibly gets. So number 4, Watauga, that's outstanding. The only reason why I had them there is because their price point is lower. Number 3, big surprise here, University Park in Dallas. They had an average sales price increase of 13% over 2018. That's incredible considering that the number of sales that happened, number of closed sales remained virtually the same. So to have an increase of 13% across the board in a 12-month span in a purely luxury market, that's incredible. So big winner was University Park. Number 2, Azle. Hats off to the Hornets. Number of sales increased 13%, and also with number of sales increasing, the average sales price also increased 10% to $255. So when the number of sales that happened went up, also the average price went up. So that's huge for Azle, and also inventory is still down 4% across the board. So super strong market for Azle. Number 1, Colleyville. The reason why I put Colleyville number 1 is because it's virtually almost a luxury market, purely luxury market. So their price point is going to be a little higher across the board, but their average price point increased to $650,000 across the board. That's an increase of 9% over the entire year. Not to mention days on market went down to 51 days, which is great. And then number of sales also went up 5% in Colleyville. So that's essentially why Colleyville landed at number 1, because you have the price point that you have. You still get a huge increase. You still get an increase in the number of sales, and days on market goes down. So extremely strong market right now in Colleyville. That's your biggest winners. Now, biggest losers of 2018. We'll start out with number 5, I had Highland Park. So University Park was in my big winners. Highland Park starts us off at number 5 as one of my biggest losers. Number of sales went down 9% across the board. Average sales price went down 1%, so nobody really gained any equity in 2018. And days on market did go down, but inventory also climbed. And it's just a 7.5 months of inventory. It's just a hyper buyer's market. So Highland Park, number 5. Number 4, Coppell. Coppell's average price point went up 4%, which is good, but days on market increased about 20% to 34 days, which isn't horrible, but still an increase. But man, inventory in Coppell went up 50% in 2018. So the number of homes that were on the market earlier, double that. That's what we had coming in to the end of 2018. Number 3, Sunnyvale. Sunnyvale, just out there by Mesquite, east of Dallas. Sunnyvale, average price point decreased 4.5%. So across the board, prices went down 4.5%. And also, days on market increased 40% to 60 days, and inventory is at 5 months. So it's almost a balanced market. It's just not very hot right now in Sunnyvale. And to have inventory go up drastically and to have days on market go up just shows super cooling in Sunnyvale. Number 2, this might shock some people. Frisco. Frisco took it on the chin this year. Number of sales were down 12%, which isn't great, but average price point was down 1% too, just like Highland Park. So there wasn't really any ground gained in 2018 if you lived in Frisco. And plus, days on market and inventory both increased 19%. So nothing really awesome happened in Frisco. If anything, they headed backwards a little bit in 2018. And sticking with the same area, number 1 biggest loser, sorry, Celina. Celina was my number 1 biggest loser. Average price point or average sales price was down 4%, not good. Days on market's at 54 days, and supply remained about the same from 2017 to 2018 at 4.5 months. So still a seller's market, but not really, just headed in the wrong direction. And to have your average price point drop, that just shows an extremely weak market. Nothing to hang your hat on at this point. So that's my biggest winners and biggest losers of 2018. Guys, if you have any questions about this or if you have any comments, please comment. I love when y'all comment so I can go back and forth with you. We can have a discussion. Thanks again for all the support that I've gotten. I really appreciate it. Looking forward to 2019 and what it has in store, not just for me, but for everybody. Excited to see where we go. Thanks, guys.